Pediatrician is over, went well. We will update on that later. It was quite unexpected what went down at the pediatrician today, but everything's fine. And now we're back home, obviously. And these guys are looking for bugs. Have you found any?
Yeah, no I didn't. It was one right there.
There your socks are. Look at all the pollen. I don't even know if it's worth sweeping because it's just going to be back.
Let's sweep.
Let's sweep. Okay.
Clippers.
Those are so cool. I think we should go to the park and see if there's any different kinds of bugs there than there are here.
Wait. Well, the wind moving the pollen away.
That's right. The wind's moving it. And while it does that, it knocks more off the trees.
I don't see any pollen anymore.
None?
No. It's all gone.
Oh man.
But a tree has little pollen like here. I said I would keep this book safe.
Is it gone?
Yes!
Was it a flying bug?
No. It was right here.
What the heck?
It's still there.
Oh.
It's still there. Hey!
I might get you guys some real tweezers because those are kind of frustrating, aren't they?
I found a bug.
Or like put a cotton ball or something in there so that might work. Let me get a cotton ball. So I was thinking back to when we had the first set of twins and how I would do one of two things. I would either sit down to nurse them, which can sometimes take an hour, and feel really guilty about asking my mom and Brad to get me a million things while I was sitting there. Like I would need water, and then I would feel like I needed a Gatorade, and then I would be hungry, and like they would be constantly waiting on me, and it made me feel horrible. Or if I knew they needed to nurse, I would run around and like spend forever, like while they cry, trying to gather up that stuff myself before I sat down. So what I did this time is got a mini fridge, which when I say mini fridge makes me think. You look really cute. It's not like a college dorm mini fridge. It's mini. Mini fridge. Smaller than I thought. Actually, I looked at one that was even smaller than this, and it was like 3 liter or a 10 liter, and I went with the 10 liter, and oh my gosh, it's little. But it's gonna hold a decent amount of snacks. So, and like breast milk. If I, actually I need to put, so what I wanna do is get, this is crazy for, I mean it'll probably be like the next 2 months. So I wanna get a bigger table because I want this on it and a basket of stuff too. But I'm keeping like my pump close by and this, and just keep that in there. It just does not fit well. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a Haka instead. And then I don't have it like stocked well, but I have snacks and then a couple of like small Gatorades, and I'm gonna put a couple of small waters somewhere, I guess, and some cheese, another type of beef stick, and just have that like handy. And then if I do my Haka, I'll have breast milk bags where I can just put it straight into here, and we'll see how that works. It is probably gonna kind of rotate between here and then like on the days that we have Carrie here or whatever, I'll probably spend more time in my bedroom and just kind of hole up in there, because it just kind of depends on the day. I'm gonna alternate spending more of my time with the babies and spending more of my time with the bigger kids. But if it's a day that I'm spending more of my time with the babies, then I need to be out of the picture, or else I will be their primary source of like asking for things. So that's my mini fridge update.
It is Wednesday. Bear really wants to drive his Jeep. So Bear's gonna drive his Jeep. The golf course is open, so we have to stay off the golf course, but we'll go ride somewhere where you can.
Why go over there on that other one?
Well, that's the golf course over there too, buddy. We're gonna go over by Mama and Papa's house.
Okay, let's go to the golf house.
Okay.
Why?
We haven't really been vlogging much simply because we're pretty much just like sitting around watching movies, feeding babies, and babies are taking naps. I forgot like how little awake time that like new infants have. They just sleep all the time, which is good. It's made it an easier transition for the rest of the three because we're able to spend a lot of time. Well, I should say I am, because I'm able to spend a lot of time with the older three, and so they have like my undevoted attention. Yep, ready? Follow me. It's pretty cool because like we've lived in this neighborhood, well, for right now only a month, but before that we lived in here for about 4 years, and so we know all like the back roads and like where the maintenance guy for or all the maintenance people for the golf course, where they go for like their behind the scenes stuff. So it's good to be able to take Bear with his Jeep to the back roads. And we just went over some nasty mud. What, bud? Uh-oh, spider web? This is great. We have just had a ton of rain lately. Luckily, like the past week's been really nice. And so the golf course just looks really great. Looks like it's uh-oh, another spider web. It's just oh, I better speed up. Bear's catching up. That was crazy, Bear. Alright, so Bear's driving all crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, all that rain really made for a beautiful landscaping. It's kind of nice because normally, you know, obviously if the course is closed, then we can't be messing around on it. But because it's a private club, there's like a lot of activities. Like every Wednesday night, there's couples league, and they only play 9 holes. And so they play the front 9. So the back 9 is totally open. So that's nice. And they're closed every Monday, so they don't allow any golfing on Monday unless there's like a tournament, because they'll host like you know, the state games and stuff like that. So yeah, every Monday we get basically free run of the course as well. So it's nice that, you know, there is some time where we can get out on the golf course and do stuff like this. So a little bit of a setback. We've had 3 accidents, it's like potty accidents, in the past 2 days, which, like before the newborns got here, like we would never have an accident.
But
really,
Carrie said that, like, well, Carrie says that they have accidents with her.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes. So,
yeah.
Not just one of them. No.
Right.
I don't want to call them out.
Right. But overall, I would say, you know, pretty darn good. Like, yeah, our littlest one is a little bit more needy and wanting her mommy, but that's to be expected. I mean, she's 2.5, and literally all of her mother's time is spent on, or, you know, basically, the kids have been, the new twins have been breastfeeding 24/7, basically.
Literally.
Like, so, I mean, do you feel like you have a leech on you?
The best kind of leech ever. I'm not starving.
You could eat as many calories as you want.
Totally. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, but
I'm eating for twins.
yeah, I'm just glad I know what I know now. and it's not my first time again, because I remember how like unconfident, is that a word?
Yeah.
Unconfident I was with the first twins at this stage because of, especially in the evenings, just how much they cluster feed. And it makes you, like psychologically, it can mess with you if you don't know better. It makes
sense, but I mean, your mom and I thought the same thing too.
that they weren't getting enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Right, we just didn't know.
Right.
But the only thing you can go off of is if they're gaining and if they're following their growth curve like they should. And they were. So that's really all that matters. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Say that one more time.
It's all that matters. Is that they're growing on their growth curve and that they're satisfied. But like newborns are designed to get your milk supply to what it needs to be. So they're designed to cluster feed to boost your milk supply. And it's going from 0 right now to what it needs to be. So they're going to be cluster feeding a ton, which they are. So anyway, I have 0 of that like second guessing thing going on. And with the first twins, I would like pump just even a half an ounce after they were done feeding. I would pump anything I could and put it in the freezer or the fridge, so that if there was ever a time that they were cluster feeding and I thought they weren't getting enough, we could give them that half ounce or whatever. And just because they suck that down doesn't mean that they necessarily need it, for one. And they can get a half an ounce from you from like suckling for 20 minutes, even when you feel completely empty.
Can you feel like the milk coming out?
You can feel the letdown, but otherwise no, you can't really feel it like coming out the whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah, you just feel suckling.
Cool.
The only issue I'm having is just the soreness of the beginning of breastfeeding after not having breastfed for 2.5, well, a year. Oh, it's only been a year. She weaned right before.
Wait, yeah.
Because I nursed her till, yeah, a little over a year, so. And that part's hard. And I think I have a little bit of what's called vasospasm, which I had with the twins. It's like where the vessels, it's hard to explain, but it's painful, and it's something we'll get through, but other than that, it's going great. How do you feel like, this is hilarious?
It's a lot of fruit, and I need to do the dishes.
Well, the only thing I really need out of here is this. And I got this stuff.
You have another hot gun.
I know, it hurts. The other one hurts. It like suctions too tight or something. So, and then we probably should do a batch of these. These things are gold if you're
It's quicker.
a new parent or...
Like our JoJo box takes an hour.
Yeah.
And that's just a lot quicker.
Yeah, if you need to quickly do a batch
so
of passies.
small.
Right. To run that whole thing through. Yep. So, we're cleaning passies with that. I'm sorry, how do you feel?
Oh, great. If we didn't have 3 other kids, this would be a breeze.
If we didn't have 3 other kids, we wouldn't have any experience.
That's true. It wouldn't be a breeze at all.
It would be like it was the first time.
Yeah. But it's not.
No.
So that's good.
Yeah. And we have nighttime. Like, you're basically my passy plugger. How's that going?
Good.
Really?
Yeah. It's fine. I took like a 30-minute nap today, which was really nice.
Yeah.
But last night we at least got a 3-hour stretch.
Yeah.
If we can just get a 3-hour stretch.
Oh, golden. I even got up early this morning because I was just like, I'm done sleeping.
Yes. And then you took a solid nap.
Yeah. So
You want to talk about feeling weird?
Yeah. I didn't know if I was going to talk about it because it just feels so stupid to like even say. But yesterday, I haven't had it anymore today since my nap. It must have just been exhaustion.
I'm sure it is.
So yesterday, and it kind of started all of a sudden, I started getting like gaps of time where I would come to. I would like in the middle of doing something be like, man, I don't remember like the last few minutes. And it was happening over and over again, just like the whole rest of the day. It reminded me a lot of that day I had deja vu the whole day.
Yeah.
Just because of like how long the episodes would last, and just how weird it was. It was just like a really weird sensation. And if I was talking in the middle of when it would happen, I would feel like self-conscious about talking because I felt like I sounded weird. It was just really strange. So anyway, I was about to call my OB today because it happened a few more times this morning, and Brad's like, I was just expressing basically how silly it feels to call my OB and say I have brain fog 6 days after having twins. And so he's like, go take a nap. So anyway, I ended up falling asleep. I felt like I closed my eyes and then opened them, and it was an hour and a half later. I took an hour and a half solid nap, slept through like Brad getting the kids up, which I should have been able to hear on the monitors in our bedroom, and I didn't even hear them. I was dead to the world, and I feel a lot better. So must have just been run-of-the-mill sleep deprivation. But when you have these cute little babies, you have adrenaline, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's cluster feed, shall we?
Are you ready?